Hey guys, BriarRabbit here, and today I wanted to share with you my thoughts on the new Peacekeeper SMG. Peacekeeper SMG was released with the Revolution map pack. It's been a few days. I just kind of wanted to share what has been working for me and just some tips of like how to use it successfully. The Peacekeeper is kind of a jack of all trades. Really reminds me a lot of the MTAR. I find that the MTAR is kind of like an assault rifle that has a couple SMG traits, where the Peacekeeper is kind of the opposite of that, where it's got the SMG run speed, it's got the SMG quick handling, but it's got that range. It's got really amazing range that really helps you kind of reach out and kill somebody. The problem with it though is that up close it really doesn't compete with the other SMGs. It's got a low fire rate and it's got a kind of, I think it's a 4-shot kill up close, whereas some of the SMGs, especially the SMMC and the PDW, they both have a 3-shot kill up close, and they're really gonna dominate you up close. So you've got to be really mindful of that when you're using this gun. For loadout, I kind of started with a kind of a stealthy but fast class, where I could really kind of reach out, kill people, and keep moving a lot. So it's a little different than what I would do with an assault rifle, where I really kind of patrol like an area of the map. What I want to do with this gun is I want to kind of quickly move into place behind the enemy spawn, and then basically follow them across the map until they're basically spawning on the other side of the map, and I'm right there in their spawn again. So what I went with for attachments was a silencer. The silencer on this is you basically get no downside, right? The range is so good that you're still getting 4-shot kills from a very long distance, and it's probably the best SMG for a silencer attachment. I also went with the stock. I find that the stock on SMGs makes your movement speed so much faster while you're aiming down sight. It makes you very hard to hit while you're strafing. You'll see that when I run across an enemy, I'll often just like quickly hit right and start running to the right while I'm still aiming at the enemy. And I often win gunfights that I really shouldn't have won, just because it's very hard to hit a character that's moving that fast and still also hitting you consistently. I stuck with fast mags on this gun because the stock is only a 30 round, or I'm sorry, the magazine is only a 30 round magazine. And you can use extended mag too for 40 rounds, but I found that the fast mag really helped. The reload time isn't that great on this gun, so fast mags, just me getting behind the enemy lines, reloading quickly, and continuing to fire really helped me with this gun. For a perk setup, I did 2 perks for perk 1. I went with Ghost, obviously, because the whole point of this class is to get behind enemy lines. I don't want them seeing me on the UAV. The UAV spam is a lot better than it used to be. When the game was first released, there were UAVs up in the air constantly. But I still find that Ghost is really valuable when you're really trying to get deep behind enemy lines. I also went with Lightweight. Lightweight just helps me run as fast as I can to get behind the enemy lines and really kind of mess up that spawn. Perk 2, this one I didn't even see as optional. I went with Toughness for Perk 2 just because the main benefit to using this weapon is that range. So when you're firing at a long distance and the enemy's firing back, you're going to have a real advantage if you're using Toughness, because instead of when you get hit, your fire going up above the enemy's head, you'll still be shooting at the enemy, while the enemy is going to have the disadvantage of getting their view kicked all over the place from your bullets. I don't see another perk that can really compete with this on this gun. Scavenger might come in handy later when there's not so many of these guns lying on the ground. But right now, I mean, it seems like 80% of the people you run across are using this gun, if not more. So there's just a ton of these things hanging out on the ground. You run, 100 feet, and you've got fully stocked ammo. So Scavenger really doesn't make a whole lot of sense for this gun right now. In the future, that might change if the gun kind of loses its popularity, and you might want to consider running Scavenger because it doesn't really come with that much ammo. Perk 3, I went with Dexterity. Again, this is just for me, being as fast as possible, getting behind enemy lines. I really find that Dexterity helps me kind of be able to pop up where the enemy doesn't really expect me. Climbing ladders, mantling objects, especially on grind, you can kind of get all over the place in that map. And it's kind of been fun playing that map, kind of learning what you can mantle, what you can't. It's always a fun thing about new maps. But dexterity is really fun for just kind of, you know, getting yourself into position as fast as possible, you know, climbing over objects that the enemy doesn't expect you to come over. When you see people on the mini-map that are over a wall, just get over that wall as quick as possible. Limit the time that you're exposed in that animation to be shot. It makes it really an invaluable perk. Equipment, since I did two perk ones, I only did one equipment slot, and I did C4. The Peacekeeper has a bit of an issue when you run into multiple enemies because it has a slow fire rate and it's not a high damage weapon. You're gonna find that it's hard to dispatch 2 or 3 enemies at a time. So with the C4, you can kind of use the C4 to make up for that deficiency by just, you know, if you see that 3 enemies, you chuck the C4 over there, back up around that corner again, blow up the C4, come around and clean up whatever's left. You know, the enemies, if they're not dead already, they're going to have reduced health, and they're going to be much easier for you to dispatch. So that pretty much wraps up how I've been using the gun and my thoughts on the gun. I would love to hear about how you've been using the gun in the comments, so make sure you leave a comment, tell me how you've been doing. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you'd like to see some more videos, hit that subscribe button. I try and make videos at least 3 to 5 times a week. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.